Hi, my name is Ciara Whitten. I want to share something that really inspired me as an educator and a parent. We all know how powerful books can be for kids. But what if we could use books not just for stories, but to build essential language skills for children who need a little extra help? That's what this study explored, and I can't wait to show you why it stuck with me. What was the study about? The research looked at preschoolers with language impairments and asked a simple question. Can reading expository books, those informational books about real things like plants and animals, help children learn to organize and talk about information? The answer is yes. When reading is interactive and focuses on the steps in a process, or what they call a sequence text structure, think of it as helping kids see how things can connect. First, this happens, then that, and so on. How did they do it? Teachers and speech language pathologists teamed up for 8 weeks. They read science themed picture books and then did short, fun activities like mapping out steps with pictures or acting things out. And along the way, they asked kids thoughtful questions, encouraged them to use new words, and gave plenty of support. It wasn't complicated, but it was very intentional. What did they find? The results made me stop and think. The adults got better at supporting kids' language, asking deeper questions, and guiding their responses. And the kids, they made huge gains. Their vocabulary improved. They understood sequencing words like first and next better. And their science knowledge grew also. In just 8 weeks, their understanding almost doubled. It reminded me how even small, consistent changes can make a very big impact. Educator tip 1. For teachers, this is doable. Pick books that show steps, like how plants grow or how bread is made. And as you read, focus on those sequence words first, next, then, last. Encourage kids to retell the steps in their own words. It's not about adding to your to do list, it's about reading with a purpose. Educator tip number 2. After reading, make it active. Use sequencing cards, draw quick story maps, or let kids act out the process. If you read about planting seeds, let them plant or pretend seeds or use building blocks to make them. Those little moments of play can lock in language in a way that worksheets never could. Parent tip 1. Parents, you're already doing so much, but here's an easy one. Pick a nonfiction book at home, like ones about animals, weather, or cooking. As you read, ask, what do you think happens next? Or why do you think that happened? It turns everyday reading into a powerful learning experience. Parent tip number 2. Here's my favorite tip because it's a simple one. Talk throughout your daily routines using sequencing words. At bedtime, say, first we brush our teeth, then we get in our pajamas. Last, we read a story. You're teaching language skills while living life together in real world circumstances. In conclusion, for me, this study was a reminder that big change doesn't always come from big programs. It can come from how we share books and conversations with kids every day. Whether you're a teacher or a parent, you already have what you need: your voice, your time, and a good book. Thanks for letting me share this. I hope it gives you ideas you can use right away. Thanks.